Hey, Tiff!
Yes?
Are you ready to go on an adventure?
Oh, geez, I don't know, Enosh.
The time has come. It's finally here. It's Rick and Morty Season 4. Let's go! What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Point Extra Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, along with the lovely
Tiff-tastic.
And today we are doing a review of Rick and Morty Season 4, the premiere. Hey, if this is your first time to the lounge, just know this. The Point Extra Lounge is
A place for nerds.
That's right. It's a place where you and me and my crew and all of us can get together and talk about the things that we love, whether it be TV shows, games, movies, sci-fi, fantasy, toys, anything and everything nerdy. That's what we do here at the Point Extra Lounge. And so if that sounds like something that you would like to be a part of, please feel free to become a part of this growing community here on YouTube while we still can, because YouTube keeps changing their rules and regulations. So who knows if we'll all be here next year. But hey, we're here now, and we're going to talk about Rick and Morty. Now,
Yes.
Tiff, we've been waiting a long time for the season premiere of Rick and
We
Morty.
thought when we finally caught up, and then they're like, oh, by the way, they're not going to have any more. And then we're like, what? And then all of a sudden they're like, okay, yeah, we are, but it's going to be a while because we got to come up with a whole new season or 2 or 12.
So, and then, of course, the thing is, we found out we only get 5 right off the bat.
Yes.
But the good news is we got 65 more episodes after that coming, because they re-signed up for 70 new episodes. So.
Which is fine, but it's just like in a world of, we want it now, 5 is not enough.
5 is not enough episodes.
But I have to say that the episode that they started with, they just came running right out the gate.
It was. This truly was a really good episode
Yes.
of Rick and Morty.
Great. It's a great way to bring it back after being gone for so long.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, so we're going to talk about it just like you watched it with us,
Yeah.
all right? And basically, spoilers will be involved.
You have not seen it. I suggest you watch later unless you don't care and you want to know.
That's right. And you never know what might come through the portal. So, anyways,
We do have our own portal gun,
Yeah. So, anyways, Tiff.
Yes.
It starts off, basically Rick and Morty, they're looking for these crystals that tell you...
Death crystals.
Death crystals. They show you your death.
Yes. Or all the different ways in every dimension on how you can die.
Would you want a death crystal?
No, I would not.
That's information I don't think I need.
No. It would stress me out more to know how I would die than it would to not know.
Although I did like how Rick used the death crystal, like, when he was in the fight.
That was pretty cool.
And then later how Morty used it when he was in the fight.
Yeah.
Like that would make sense, because you would know what to do ahead of time before.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was. I loved how he's like, when the guy starts walking towards him and he's like, oh, this is it, certain death. Yep, this is my time. My time has come. Oh, not quite. Boom. And he's gone. But so then Morty gets obsessed with the death crystal because he steals one.
He helps Rick get these crystals, but in doing so, he's got to pocket one for himself, and then that's when he realizes that there's one section where he can end up with his lady.
That's right. If he goes and follows that one path, if he finds that right path, then he'll die being told that he's loved. Yes. And we all want to die being told that we're loved, don't we?
Of course we do.
Of course. So the rest of the episode is just absolutely hilarious. I mean, just there's so many jokes. There's all these jokes of Rick being rematerialized,
Yes.
cloned, and coming back, and every world that he comes back to is this
Communist.
fascist. It's just it's so great when he comes back and he's just like,
Heil Hitler?
Hitler.
It's like, what's wrong with you? You're like, oh, finally.
Yeah, but then the one he's like, I'm fine with this. He's like, what was the shrimp?
Yeah.
Because Becky says, I'm fine with you being shrimp. He's like, man, it's like, as long as you're not fascist. He's like, that's funny. It was a good episode.
Yes, it was very good.
That stuff was really funny, and I enjoyed that. Lots of really quick one-liners here in this episode.
Yes.
In classic Rick and Morty form, they break the fourth wall.
They do, and I love how even at the very end of the episode, we're like, "Come on, Summer, you ruined the season premiere of the season 4," and so it was funny that they would do that. But I also like the fact that they kept a true Rick and Morty form, but yet you can tell they upped it another level for this season. I don't know if it's because they had so much time off and they know that, hey, we can do whatever we want kind of thing because they've got so many episodes, might as well go big or go home. But I thought that, and maybe it's just not seeing it for so long, I just feel like they kind of upped the ante a little bit.
Yeah, oh, for sure. And that was things like, I loved how they broke the fourth wall so many times. Talking about the show, talking about the episode, talking about the season premiere, all those things. That was just...
Very Deadpoolish.
Yes, very Deadpoolish. very, it's very cool. I love it when shows break the fourth wall, and movies and things like that. I think it's great, and so I really enjoyed that about this. Now, so Morty goes on. Basically, he's kind of immortal. Yeah. Throughout the episode because he's just doing everything that he can then to...
And his parents try to ground him for becoming sentient. Gotta love when that happens.
Oh my gosh. But just a lot of interesting twists and turns, and and in the end, there was a lesson to be learned, but Rick wasn't going to stick around and try to figure out what that lesson was. And I don't think that's the point of Rick and Morty. You don't stick around and try to figure out what the lesson is. I mean, it's not Full House. You're not going to get.
I like South Park. I learned something today. No, you know what? It was just straight up humor and comedy all the way through, and just executed. And a lot of different types of deaths until he figured out how to fix it.
Right. like they come right out the gate with killing Rick.
Oh yeah, numerous times.
Yeah, and then
even that one time when he's like he starts talking, realizes it's communist, and he's like, nope, and he kills himself.
Yeah. So I mean, those were all really really fun things, and I don't look at it, I guess, in a way of that it cheapens the show, like that if somebody dies, like they can come back because it's part of the show, it's part of the shtick of the show.
But they've also, like other shows that we watch, they've made known that there's multiverses, there's multiple versions of them. He even said when he grabbed the first crystal, and he's like, man, I died this many times. And he's like, Morty, there's different multiverses, there's different ways, there's different everything. So they've alluded to that. And if something happens, they've even shown that in previous seasons where he's like, who's buried in the backyard there? And it's like, yeah, so see what had happened was?
Yeah. Now, Tiffany and I were kind of late to the Rick and Morty thing.
Like a handful of things, Stranger Things.
We were kind of late to Rick and Morty, but once we found Rick and Morty, we like binged the entire thing, and we just absolutely love it. Fell in love. It's really, really funny. It's well written. It's very very on its toes.
It's funny,
it's
sarcastic.
Smart.
It's kind of like you take the craziness of Family Guy, and this may sound weird, but the smartness of South Park. Because South Park makes fun of everything. They don't leave anything unturned. They will make fun of everything, and they're smart about it. Because all of a sudden you'll start laughing about it, and you're like, wait a minute, that's political. And so I think that it kind of mashes like Family Guy and South Park together, and that's why I love Rick and Morty, because it's the culmination of both.
Absolutely.
Like the styles.
Absolutely. With a little bit of Back to the Future mixed in there. Like, I mean, that's what I love about it. It's just like a bunch of stuff that we love.
Yes.
Just mixed in.
And it's a cartoon.
It is. It's a lot of fun to watch for sure.
I don't know.
And can we just mention the return of Mr. Meeseeks?
Yes. And they even have the Costco brand Meeseeks. They got the Kirkland box, and he's like, "What do you want?"
What do you want? Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
That was awesome.
I love to see like Mr. Meeseeks used in a way though that like
makes sense.
Yeah. Right? Like a Meeseeks that makes sense. Like you would use your Meeseeks.
Like when Fascist Morty was like, "We're going on an adventure," and he's like, "Oh, look at the Meeseeks box," and he's like, "Kill that Morty." Okay.
Yeah. It's great. And he's like, "Protect me from the law." Yeah. And he's like, "Yeah." So that was great. But the Kirkland's brand.
Yes, that was awesome.
That's so funny. That was so funny.
The comedy's on point starting off this
season. My gosh, yeah. I mean, what a way to just break. And I love that they even reference that. And again, it's kind of breaking the fourth wall. I mean, it's kind of an indirect fourth wall break because they're talking to each other there at the end, and they're just like, you know what? Sometimes we're just gonna go on. They're basically telling us as the viewer like how the show is gonna go.
Some days we'll do nothing, but that's just what we do.
That's right. There'll be days when we have great adventures. There'll be days when we don't do anything at all. There'll be days when we just hang out. Just Rick and Morty, just hanging out. Just.
And then Summer's in the background making fun of them, and then when he like just zones in on what she was saying, and they're like, oh, come on. I mean, it's like they say worse in every stinking episode, but yet she says it, and they're like, oh, you ruined the season premiere, and I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny. It was really, really funny. But so I really enjoyed this episode.
Yes.
It makes me see that you know what, it was definitely worth the wait.
Yes.
Definitely worth the wait, and I can't wait to see now where they go
next 4
with the
episodes.
show. I mean, we got and my guess is this is just what they're announcing till the end of the year.
Yeah, true.
And that we'll get more after the first of the year.
Because we already are in the middle of November, so.
Yeah, so you know, I mean, and there's this whole thing of like you know, Christmas and stuff. They don't usually want to do episodes through Christmas. You know, they usually take a hiatus, which I don't know if that. I watched a thing today that talked about like, does that even exist really anymore? But you know.
But they always take a break, so we always see it as a hiatus because they're not doing shows when we're visiting.
So I'm sure
family.
after the first of the season, we'll see a little bit more.
I'm hoping so.
From Rick and Morty. I definitely hope so. So Tiff.
Make them as fast as Ridiculousness does, because they make a plethora of episodes per week.
If you watch Ridiculousness.
I love that show, but there's so many episodes.
Holy cow. I don't know, is that just because there's... is it just because there's like a boost in like ridiculousness? Ridiculousness in the world where we're making so many videos that are ridiculous.
There's
that like
so much going on, we must show you everything.
The producers of Ridiculous are just like, no more! We can't make this many more episodes! Come on, please,
It's like
people.
Idiocracy.
Oh my gosh.
You might as well call the show Out My Balls.
So, Tiff.
Yes.
That being said.
Yes.
What would you give Rick and Morty Season 4, Episode 1 on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would actually give it a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny, it was smart, it was gross, it was everything in between, and I loved it, and it makes me can't wait till the next one. I mean, I always feel that way, but it's a cartoon, and I'm excited to see what the next episode is.
Oh, me too. I think I got to give it a 10. I mean, just the way that they ended it with all the wasps eating the teacher. And he's like, go with my babies, go with my babies. Oh, look, bonus. And then at the very end, where Morty finds out that
the whole time that it was, oh my gosh,
that she was just gonna go into hospice.
Yes.
And that she was gonna tell everybody that she loves him
with their name tag and be like, I love you so and so, and he's like, what the heck, seriously? And that's why he jumps into the portal and goes, hey Morty, and he's like, what, you want to light me on fire and feed me to ants? Sure, let's go. And he's like, well, that wasn't the thing I was leading with, but I'm not gonna turn this down. So
there you go. Yeah, I gotta give it a 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say, like, I can't see how this could have been any better.
Yeah.
As far as an episode. So, but what
I highly recommend it.
Yes, but what did you guys think? Did you guys like this episode of Rick and Morty? Are you guys excited about Rick and Morty coming back? Are you excited about the fact that we got like 70 episodes more to look forward to, and hopefully those do well enough that we'll have plenty of Rick and Morty for the foreseeable future? All right, let us know down in the comment section. Jump down in the comment section. Let us know there. Of course, also follow us on social media because we would love to keep the conversation going with you there. You can also check out our Patreon, and you get some extra perks and stuff. And don't forget our merch store. Yes. That's right. And check out some of the other videos on the channel and share them because, as I kind of alluded to at the beginning, YouTube is kind of changing things up. And apparently they're not digging small channels anymore. And if you want channels like ours to be able to be around, we need your help. So so please share this with somebody else. Let them know that you enjoy this channel here at the Poindexter Lounge. And let's get to 10,000 subscribers.
Heck yeah.
All right. If you get to 10,000 subscribers, I don't know, I'll shave my head or something. I don't know.
He has never done that in his life.
I'll shave my beard. I don't know. It's been a long time since I shaved my beard.
He looks like 10 years younger when he shaves his face, but he has never shaved his hair. So that would be something special for you. Just saying.
Maybe by the end of the year.
Grow it all out to shave it all off.
I know, boy.
Give it to Locks of Curly Love.
I don't know. I don't know if we can get that many subscribers though in a month and a half. I don't know. We'll see. I guess it's up to you guys now. So there you go, guys. Until next time, my name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, along with the lovely
Tiftastic.
It's just saying, hey, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta grab that portal gun and go wherever it takes you. Until next time, bye-bye. Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video, you are awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please smash that like button and of course subscribe, and also hit that notifications bell so that you are aware when we put out new videos, which is like all the time. Thanks for being a part of the Poindexter Lounge, and we'll see you next time.